At the age of 30, I became one of the top performers in Huayu. Introduction. www.zhaoshuyuan.com. What can a celebrity who is 30 years old and still has nothing to do? Sell goods through live streaming transfer. In a state of confusion about the future, Sheng welcomed his own system. Novice gift pack. Song, missing an abandoned name. From then on, the entertainment industry has added a top performer in the renovation of old communities. https://www.zhaoshuyuan.com. Chapter 1. Missing an abandoned name. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, blue star. Sheng, after today, you will be 30. At this age in the entertainment industry, you haven't made much progress yet, so you can basically consider changing careers. Or could you consider how to promote live streaming sales? Based on your reputation, it should still be able to drive a wave of consumption. As for any issues that need to be addressed later, it's not up to you to solve them. If it really doesn't work out, there's another variety show that you can take on. It's a bit unfair to you. You have to sing on the same stage as the currently popular young student and use your failures as his foundation. Of course, the money given over there is still good, you can consider. Miao, you know I'm not good at socializing and don't like to consume my fans, or you're right, I might not be suitable for this profession. In a private room of a small tavern, Sheng and his agent were slightly tipsy but also chatting about the future. There is just a slight confusion in this future. Sheng, a 20-year-old draft champion, debuted and rose to fame within a year. However, due to his personality, he was also suppressed by the big shots in the industry. Although the other party lifted their suppression of him 5 years later, new people emerged one after another, and although there were some achievements afterwards, they did not cause much trouble. And in a blink of an eye, another 5 years have passed. For the entertainment industry, if you are still in your 30s, there is basically no possibility of making a name for yourself. Miao is Sheng's agent and also the longest-lasting agent with him, for a total of 6 years. She has been following celebrities since middle school and is also the president of Sheng's Support Association. After graduation, she was fortunate enough to become Sheng's agent. She knew about Sheng's strength, but when did he have bad luck? On the one hand, he had been suppressed by the company, and on the other hand, in more than 5 years, the stickiness of his fans had already changed one batch after another. What if you have strength? In the end, it's not about being replaced by traffic novices. Thinking of this, Miao gulped another bottle of wine in. At the beginning, it was love, but what remained afterwards was truly a reluctance to part with the past. Perhaps after Sheng confirms her job transfer, she will also switch to a simpler job and start dating and getting married. Looking at Miao, Sheng knew that the girl had suffered a lot from following him, from being young and vigorous to gradually being smoothed out, but he had no choice. He is no longer the spirited charter student he was 10 years ago. There are only a few people who can give him blessings on his birthday during holidays and festivals nowadays. The entertainment industry is a very realistic circle. When you are popular, you are surrounded by wealthy people, but when you fall into the third or fourth tier, or even worse, it is basically in a state of being ignored. Until Miao was almost drunk, Sheng called Miao's roommate and the two of them sent her back together. Sheng, it's almost early morning. I wish you a happy birthday in advance. Thank you. There are probably only a few people who can bless Sheng now. Miao drank too much tonight, so I helped her up first. Well, go ahead. When Sheng returned home, it was almost midnight, and he sat on the sofa in a daze, unsure of his future. At the age of 30, I should really consider changing careers, but he really loves this industry. But sometimes it's also necessary to consider his livelihood. He can't go his own way. There are still many people under him, and the company also needs to consider his cost-effectiveness. But just after midnight, a mechanical sound suddenly came to Zhang Qingsheng's mind. System prompt. At the age of 30, you are tirelessly loving a certain industry and activating the all-around king. The chaotic entertainment industry requires a clear stream to clean up, and the system detects that the host is the most suitable candidate. Binding is successful, and a beginner gift package will be given as a gift. Hosts can obtain reputation values through social influence, and consuming a certain reputation value can lead to a roulette draw. Completing system-issued tasks can earn a certain reputation value and rewards. Task. Publish a new song. System prompt. All future data will be presented in text format. Zhang Qingsheng was taken aback for a moment because he was not a very busy artist. He would also read novels when he had free time, knowing that there was a system. But I didn't expect this kind of thing to really happen to me. But isn't it common for the system to choose teenagers to gradually become life winners? How could you choose yourself, a person who is 30 years old and has achieved nothing? However, it is impossible to say that Zhang Qingsheng is not excited, and even the most calm person would find it difficult to maintain composure in such situations. It wasn't until the alcohol had dissipated a bit that Zhang Qingsheng calmed down and gradually accepted this reality. He opened the system panel and then switched to the warehouse, where a package lay quietly. System prompt. Do you want to open the beginner gift package? Without hesitation, I chose yes to search for the charter student at Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. System prompt. You have obtained the song Missing an Abandoned Name. Is it just a song? Just trying to call yourself a beginner's gift package, shouldn't there be a lot of things inside the package? Despite this thought in his heart, Zhang Qingsheng still clicked on the play button of the system, and then all the words and songs of this song were presented in his mind. Then a deep voice rang out in Zhang Qingsheng's mind, not passionately, but as if telling a story. After the entire song was finished, Zhang Qingsheng could no longer extricate himself. What a powerful song. The vocals of the singer in this song are somewhat similar to mine, and the lyrics are more like telling the story of my past decade. It can be considered a big gift package. Isn't the system asking me to release a new song? Isn't this beginner's gift package the best choice? As for the stage, someone has already set it up for me, haven't they? Zhang Qingsheng thought of what Lin Miao had said to him not long ago. I have never given up on this stage because I love it. Lin Miao rarely gets angry when she wakes up, but she really drank too much last night. However, when it was only around 8 o'clock in the morning, a series of phone calls almost made her go berserk. After seeing the caller ID, she was stunned for a moment. Although her voice was murmuring, there was still an indescribable coldness. Sheng, first of all, I wish you a happy birthday. Secondly, I drank too much last night. Do you want to apologize to me when you called so early today, even if you are my leader? Now, I'll give you a minute to explain. Lin Miao, I plan to participate in the variety show you mentioned last night. Chapter 2. The Vigorous Lin Miao. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push. After a brief moment of shock, Lin Miao's anger also completely subsided when she woke up. Although her head was still a bit painful, she quickly adjusted to a working state. Brother Sheng, are you telling me seriously or are you joking? Lin Miao, I have never joked with you about work, have I? Zhang Qingsheng felt a bit helpless. Is he already so unreliable in Lin Miao's heart? Or rather, her previous decision was unbelievable to her. Also, if there weren't such a song, perhaps he would have thought his choice was a fantasy. Sheng, in fact, what I said to you yesterday was just a joke. If you were really willing to lower your position to serve as a support for the money, you would still be my leader in the future, but you will never be the Sheng in my mind again. Her biological brother in her mind is a charter student who didn't take anyone seriously 10 years ago. Lin Miao, I'm in the company recording studio. You can come over and see now. Also, don't drive by yourself. Take a taxi over and I'll reimburse you. I drank so much alcohol last night, even if I slept, there was still alcohol in my blood. Zhang Qingxing didn't want anything to happen to Lin Miao. Okay, I'll go over right away. Although she didn't know what medicine Shenggu was selling in his gourd, out of unconditional trust in him, she simply dressed up and went out to call for a Didi before heading to the company. After more than half an hour, Lin Miao appeared downstairs in the company building. When she appeared in the recording studio, Zhang Qingxing had been inside for a long time, and Zhang Qingxing quickly saw Lin Miao. He pushed open the door of the recording studio and then came to Lin Miao. I know you think participating in that variety show is a drain on my character, but if I prove myself in that show, does that mean that newcomer will become my stepping stone? Shenggu, do you know who that newcomer is? He is a trainee in a foreign group. He left the group last year and returned to China to fly solo. Since then, he has been unstoppable and his popularity has been steadily increasing. Now that your popularity is incomparable to others, how can you win? Now Lin Miao's expression in front of Zhang Qingxing is somewhat solemn, and she is very pessimistic about Zhang Qingxing. It's not because of anything else, it's just because although Shenggu has some works in recent years, they haven't caused too much controversy, but he is a young person in the spotlight. Whether it's his works or popularity, Shenggu can't compare with others. I created a new song after returning last night. You can listen to it later and then help me decide whether to take on that variety show. Okay. After receiving Lin Miao's response, Zhang Qingxing turned around and entered the recording studio again, and Lin Miao followed in. Everything is ready, and the charter student slowly spoke up. Leave the last light of the month behind because of loneliness, afraid of the darkness of the night. Just a simple opening made Lin Miao's expression start to become serious. The guy I usually come into contact with is a very introverted person, but when he starts singing, he really has a special charm. Although he wasn't particularly handsome and couldn't compare to the current fresh meat, there seemed to be a glimmer of light on his singing body. This light shone on Zhang Qingxing, causing Lin Miao to feel a bit dazed, as if his elder brother from 10 years ago had appeared in front of her again. At this moment, Shenggu is truly bright and extraordinary, his charm is unstoppable. Until the charter student finished singing, Lin Miao seemed to still have some unfinished thoughts. This girl. Although she is her own agent, sometimes she is just like a child who hasn't grown up. Only when Zhang Qingxing lightly tapped Lin Miao's forehead with his finger did the other person come to their senses. Shenggu, sign up. Sign up. We need to participate in this variety show. I will contact their person in charge immediately. Zhang Qingxing smiled slightly and immediately said, but isn't the other party a popular influencer now? Lin Miao blushed. She knew that her brother was teasing her, but she was not angry. Instead, she said energetically, Brother Sheng, I am blind. You don't remember the villain. Please forgive me. Okay, forgive me. I came to the company after 5 o'clock in the morning. Now that things have been settled, I feel a bit tired. You can go ahead and get busy. I'll take a nap at the company. Zhang Qingxing yawned. Lin Miao only then noticed that Sheng Ji's eyes were slightly red. Listening to what he said, she also thought of this song that had just been written. She guessed in her heart that Shenggu probably didn't sleep at all last night. For Shenggu, who was still working so hard at an old age, Lin Miao immediately respected him and instructed him to rest well. After that, she went to contact the person in charge of the variety show. When they learned that Zhang Qingxing was willing to come to their music variety show, their leader was very excited and happy, and immediately sent the electronic contract over. After carefully reading the contract 2 or 3 times, Lin Miao confirmed that there were no issues and then stamped the conclusion. For the person in charge of this program, Zhang Qingxing is definitely the best choice. If the other party does not agree, they have other candidates. At first, they never thought that the charter student would really agree to come to their program. Zhaoshuyuan.com after all, although no one has mentioned it, everyone knows that if the Articles of Association were born, it would be like raising a sedan chair for a novice. Taking into account Zhang Qingsheng's current situation, perhaps earning a small sum of money is also a good choice. Few celebrities can really generate electricity for love. Zhang Qingsheng is no exception. After sleeping until after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Zhang Qingsheng woke up to find that there was no one in the room, and the curtains inside were also pulled up. I opened my phone and glanced at it, which contained more than 10 messages from Lin Miao. There are both text and voice. Voice, 22-inch, voice, 32, Lin Miao. Brother Sheng, the music synthesis has been confirmed. The recording time is next Tuesday, and we have 3 days of preparation time. As for the song, I have reported it to them as our own original song, which has not been published online before. This is considered the first release, and their program and the person in charge of the other party both agree and have no objections. Lin Miao. Brother Sheng, I ordered you a cup of coffee. I don't know when you will wake up, but the coffee may be a bit cold when you wake up. If you're not used to it, let me know and I'll order you another cup. Lin Miao. Brother Sheng, are you awake? Lin Miao. Brother Sheng, are you still sleeping? Lin Miao. Brother Sheng, take a good rest and improve your voice in the past few days. This time, I will beat those who look down on you in the face. Lin Miao. Come on. Zhang Qingsheng turned his head to look at the table and found a cup of coffee on it, but it was a bit cold. He didn't have as many requirements for the temperature of coffee, so he replied a few words to Lin Miao. Zhang Qingsheng. Wake up. Zhang Qingsheng. Thank you for your coffee. And in a blink of time, it was the day of recording. Chapter 3. Don't underestimate any singer who has already passed away. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, record the venue. Lin Miao and Zhang Qingsheng are located in the lounge backstage. It is not difficult to see from Lin Miao's face that she is somewhat unhappy. On the contrary, Zhang Qingsheng sat on the sofa and took a sip of sponsored mineral water, but there was no expression of displeasure on his face. Shenggu, I said that trainee Lin Yanjun deliberately came late and wanted to give you, a senior, a warning. The recording time was clearly agreed to be 4 p.m. in the afternoon, but now it's almost 5 p.m. and the other person hasn't arrived yet. Do you think it's annoying or not? Zhang Qingsheng smiled and said, perhaps there was traffic jam on the road. Can this traffic jam last for an hour? So since he doesn't have a sense of time, won't he leave early? His agent won't arrange time for him either. I think they're just deliberately picking on trouble. Alright, relax, we just need to do our own thing well. Humph, Brother Sheng, you're a good person. After Lin Miao finished speaking, she angrily picked up a bottle of mineral water from the table and took a few sips. After saying so much, her mouth was also a bit dry. During this period, the organizer also sent 2 people over to apologize. The other party may need a little more time due to traffic congestion on the road, and we hope that the charter student can bear more. Zhang Qingsheng still looked indifferent, only Lin Miao went to argue with them. After about 20 minutes, the door of Zhang Qingsheng's backstage lounge was gently knocked on. Is Zhang Qingsheng inside? Enter. The door handle was opened after rotating 1 circle from the outside. A stylish young man with earrings on his ears and a handsome appearance appeared in the lounge, followed by a middle-aged woman in her 30s. Before coming to participate in this music variety show, Zhang Qingsheng conducted a survey on Lin Yanjun. He was a newcomer to Huayu who debuted as a group trainee in recent years and has a high popularity in Korea. Due to some special reasons, he chose to terminate his contract with the company and paid a sky-high penalty of 2 billion Korean won before returning to Zhongzhou for development. And his development after returning to China was also smooth sailing. It is said that his father was a leader in the catering industry in Zhongzhou, owning 5 five-star hotels and also involved in the real estate industry. It can be said that Lin Yanjun can still have such abundant resources after returning to China, which is closely related to his family background. Quickly, Lin Yanjun's agent came up to the charter and said, "Brother Sheng, I'm very sorry. There were too many announcements from my family about artists. Just after the announcement ended, I rushed over without stopping. I didn't expect it to take up so much of everyone's time. I'm really sorry." After the recording ended later, I invited everyone to have a late-night snack. Lin Miao rolled her eyes repeatedly on the side. Zhang Qingsheng was polite to the other party. After a short while, the organizer came over and said that the recording could start immediately. In addition, everyone put away their phones and returned them to everyone after the recording was completed. Everyone responded and Lin Yanjun's agent immediately continued, "Brother Sheng, our artist is going to change clothes now. Let's bid farewell here." "Okay." When there were only Zhang Qingsheng and Lin Miao left in the lounge, Lin Miao said, "Brother Sheng, I see they clearly did it on purpose. They said there were too many notices, which is just a satire that we didn't have any notices." Zhang Qingsheng rubbed Lin Miao's cerebellum and said, "Could it be that you're overthinking?" "Humph, Brother Sheng, can you stop treating me like a child? I'm already 26 years old, 4 years old after graduation, and you're not much older than me. You're only 4 years old, you're only 30 years old. Why do you look so old-fashioned, like an old man in his 40s and 50s, and love to drink tea? You're really just like my dad. You won't be able to find a girlfriend like this." Lin Miao pretended to be angry and groaning. Zhang Qingsheng laughed heartily and said, "Didn't you say you liked your biological brother before? Why don't you be my girlfriend?" Upon hearing this, Lin Miao immediately became unhappy. "I don't want it. I'm looking for a boyfriend, not a dad. Being with Brother Sheng is too boring for you, and you don't have many hobbies. You usually only drink tea and go fishing. Do you middle-aged men love this kind of thing? You lack energy." Zhang Qingsheng rubbed his nose and said, "Are you already a middle-aged man at the age of 30? Humph, just no. Are you going to become a middle-aged woman soon?" Ah. Brother Sheng, you really hate me. I'm only 18 years old, girls will always be 18. If you say I'm a middle-aged woman, you're afraid you'll lose me soon. I'm not joking. Yes, I will always be the agent of Lin Miao, who is 18 years old. I forgive you. Apart from Lin Miao's professional abilities and work, she is really a little girl in life. This also adds a seasoning to Zhang Qingsheng's dull life. The recording will start soon because the phone has been confiscated and there is almost no way to record on site, only the staff's phones can be carried. The host's name is Wang Shun, and he has been active in music variety shows in recent years. It seems that there are also ideas to cultivate him in the program. The main reason is that his hosting style is full of wit and humor, which can easily drive the emotions on site. When it was Lin Yanjun's turn, Wang Shun praised him and also asked Lin Yanjun to make a declaration of competing on the same stage as his predecessors. After giving up the manifesto, Lin Yanjun quickly started singing, dancing, and adding R&B. It has to be said that Lin Yanjun's typhoon was super strong, and his ability to control the field was also speechless. However, in the first half-minute of the game, the entire scene was heated up by him. Finally, Lin Yanjun gave Zhang Qingsheng a provocative look. Soon, Wang Shun introduced the origin of the Articles of Association again. A singer who disappeared from the stage for nearly a decade, once he was truly a sought-after object of the public, with boundless glory. But in 10 years, too many things will happen, and changing dynasties is a common occurrence. How much residual heat can a singer who has already passed out exert? Wang Shun asked Zhang Qingsheng to make a declaration about the challenge. Zhang Qingxing only touched his hair and then briefly introduced himself. Afterwards, I arrived at the center of the stage and sat on the prepared high stool. After a little preparation, I opened my mouth to the charter student at Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. Open your mouth crisply. Just the first few lines of the lyrics made everyone at the scene quiet down. The original clamor seemed to have returned to its original state after Zhang Qingxing spoke up. No one dared to speak, as if afraid of breaking this hard-won peace. But everyone's mind couldn't help but have a thought. Don't underestimate any singer who has already passed away. The recording continued until after 10 p.m. before stopping. In the backstage lounge, Lin Miao's face was filled with pride as she boasted in front of Zhang Qingxing about the jaw-jerking reactions of everyone at the recording scene just now. The appearance of slapping everyone hard was as if Lin Miao had transformed into the female lead of Shuangwen. If it weren't for signing a confidentiality agreement, she would have wanted to immediately tell everyone about what happened tonight. But it's okay, the program will be broadcasted this Sunday, with only a few days left until today, and the rest is just editing. At this moment, the door of the lounge was once again gently knocked on from outside. Is Teacher Sheng inside? Enter. This time, only one person came in. Lin Yanjun. When Lin Yanjun came in, he immediately received Lin Miaoji's high-spirited gaze. Do you have anything to do? Lin Yanjun immediately arrived in front of Zhang Qingxing and then bowed deeply. Teacher Qingxing, I have been busy announcing these days and haven't rested well these days. I just neglected on stage. I hope Teacher Qingxing has a large number of people and won't argue with me as a newcomer. Lin Miao's eyes immediately widened as she gazed at this scene. Chapter 4. Program Broadcasting. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push. A few hours ago, Lin Yanjun's attitude was in sharp contrast to what he was a few hours later. A few hours ago, he was unruly and didn't take Zhang Qingxing seriously. Even words like apologies were spoken by his agent. A few hours later, he was humble and polite, perfectly inheriting the traditional virtues of Zhongzhou, respecting the elderly and loving the young. Truly demonstrating the transformation from, my destiny is determined by me, not by heaven, to, being a wise and talented person. Zhang Qingxing said he didn't take this kind of thing to heart. He used to do it this way, knowing that young people are impulsive and sometimes have excessive enthusiasm. After having this idea, Zhang Qingxing himself was surprised. Isn't he only 30 years old? How could it be that I accidentally put my thoughts into the minds of middle-aged people in their 40s and 50s? I'm not that old yet, am I? He glanced at Lin Miao and thought to himself that it might be because Lin Miao always said he was middle-aged, which led him to have some kind of illusion. Lin Miao was inexplicably surprised by Zhang Qingxing's glance, and I don't know which one of Sheng's tendons was wrong again. Lin Yanjun was very happy after listening to Zhang Qingxing's words. Teacher Sheng, can we stand together and take a photo? I have admired Teacher Sheng a long time ago, and I can sing many of your songs as well. Does this transform into a licking dog? Lin Miao looked at Lin Yanjun and said that it was very different from her impression. It is said that women are fickle, but this man is not bad at all. Zhang Qingxing felt a bit embarrassed when he thought about his appearance and said, but I'm not on camera, and I haven't taken any photos for a long time. Please, Teacher Sheng, you are my idol. Can we take a photo together? Lin Yanjun bowed deeply again. Zhang Qingxing is really difficult to shirk. He has done enough courtesy, and if he refuses again, it will make him appear somewhat girlish. Okay then. Thank you, Teacher Sheng. After Lin Miao used Lin Yanjun's phone to take a group photo of the two, Lin Yanjun was incredibly happy. Teacher Sheng, can we add our contact information? It's possible. Zhang Qingxing did not refuse, and he also enjoys making young friends. Thank you, Teacher Sheng. Don't keep calling me teacher. I haven't reached that point yet. You can call me Sheng or Shenggu, as all my friends around me call me. Then I'll call you Brother Sheng. Okay. It wasn't until Lin Yanjun left the lounge where Zhang Qingxing was located that Lin Miao finally spoke up. Brother Sheng, I used to hate that Lin Yanjun, but when I saw him licking you so much, I couldn't hate him for a while. Isn't that pretty good? It's so tiring to hate someone for nothing. Late, the program team, Lin Yanjun's team, and Zhang Qingxing and others went out to have a meal together. During this period, Lin Yanjun's agent also came over to toast Zhang Qingxing and apologize for his previous reckless behavior. The person in charge of the music variety show, Wang Shun, watched this scene with a smiling expression on his face. It would be great if artists could coexist peacefully with each other, and if there were any disagreements between them, they would also be in a difficult situation. And even they were surprised by tonight's recording, as the draft champion from 10 years ago seemed to have returned. He will bring his works to kill everywhere. Under that song, there are definitely corpses everywhere. If that song is not the last one, then Zhang Qingxing may create another miracle. But even if it's just the last song, with just this unpublished new song recorded tonight, at least Zhang Qingxing's value will rise. Even taking advantage of this waste heat, he can still keep a low profile for a while. In the next few days, nothing major happened in the entertainment industry, and everything seemed to be calm. The production team is still working overtime to edit videos, and it is essential to present the most exciting parts to the audience. The charter student doesn't have much of a feeling. He knows that Missing an Abandoned Name will become popular, but he doesn't know to what extent it will become popular. He is also unclear about the current trend in the entertainment industry, whether the younger generation likes music talents like Lin Yanjun who have returned from abroad or singers like him. On the day before the program aired, the charter student went out and caught a silver carp weighing about 5 pounds, which made him happy for a while. He, who usually drives home, deliberately parked his car on the roadside today, even if it wasn't for the traffic police to copy the license plate. He insisted on carrying the 5-pound silver carp and big-head carp around the community, and when someone asked him anything, he could pull it off. What? How did you know that I caught a 5-pound silver carp and big-head carp today? The fact that the emperor is not anxious and the eunuch is anxious is vividly reflected in Lin Miao. The charter student, who should have been in a hurry, seemed to have nothing to do, but on the contrary, her agent was as anxious as an ant on a hot pot. This made Lin Miao very angry, as if she was really Zhang Qingxing's mother. Apart from not taking care of his daily life, she didn't have to worry about anything else. I am only 20.6 years old and still look like a green and youthful person. How can I live like an old lady at zhaoshuyuan.com? Damn brother, I really hate it. And with countless hopes, Sunday has finally arrived. The program hasn't started yet, and Lin Miao just stood in front of the computer. Not only Lin Miao, but also many fans of Lin Yanjun are squatting in front of the computer at this moment. This is the first music variety show that Lin Yanjun has participated in since his return to Zhongzhou, and fans are very much looking forward to his performance. As for Zhang Qingxing's words, okay, most of them are aimed at Lin Yanjun. And about the regulations. Who is he? I have never heard of it before, but many people feel unfamiliar with this name. On the internet, there are countless discussions and topics about Lin Yanjun, and only a few can find content about Zhang Qingxing. Currently, most of his fans are concentrated between the ages of 25 and 30, and many of them have started their own families and careers, without the mindset to pursue their idols like young people. Young people can go crazy, but as they age, they also need to bend over for the sake of daily necessities. When the time arrived at 7 p.m., this music ensemble finally met with everyone. Yanjun, I'm here. Squatting online with Lin Yanjun, woo-woo, I love it so much. I hope this program can have more of his presence. My brother is a good person. This time, I will return to Zhongzhou and develop well in the future. With my brother's strength, it's not a problem to become a top-tier star. Brother, come on. On the internet, the viewership of this program has exceeded 3 million due to Lin Yanjun's relationship, which is already a considerable amount of data. After all, this is just the beginning. As for online videos, there are all barrage comments belonging to Lin Yanjun. Chapter 5. In the Year of Fighting. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push. With the start of the program, Wang Shun appeared in the center of the stage wearing a suit and wet hair, with a pair of black framed glasses hanging from his nose bridge, in a refined and vulgar image. Just Wang Shun's makeup has created a very lively atmosphere now. At the beginning of the program, there are small warm-up activities. Regardless of any program, as long as it is an interesting entertainment game, it can basically ignite the audience and the unfamiliar atmosphere on site. Similarly, due to Wang Shun's hosting style, he didn't pay much attention to interspersing a few advertisements during his live hosting. Instead, he presented comments such as thanking the owner's father in the form of bullet comments. Thank you, the organic milk gold owner of Chuandian, for your strong support, allowing me to see Yan Jun's interesting side. Thank you, Father Gold. This wave of Chuandian has won thoroughly. Hey. Just asking my mom to buy me a box of Chuandian organic milk when I get home is considered to support my brother. After almost an hour of airing the program, Wang Shun smiled and said, after playing the game for so long, we should also have a PK match. We believe that some of the guests we invited this time will be unfamiliar, and some will not be unfamiliar. So let's welcome the charter students. Pop pop pop. Screams. The atmosphere group below has done almost nothing in this regard. Even if they don't really know the charter students, they should still have the necessary layout. Lin Yanjun, dressed in fresh clothes and full of energy, as well as Zhang Shisheng, who only had a simple hairstyle, appeared on both sides of Wang Shun. Both of you can be said to have made their debut in the draft, so do you have anything you want to say to each other here? Or is a challenge manifesto also acceptable? Wang Shun opened his mouth with a smile on his face. So who will come first? My microphone is on Lin Yanjun's side, so let Lin Yanjun talk and see. When the microphone was handed to Lin Yanjun, he said in a cool tone. In other aspects, I may not be very strong, but when it comes to singing, it's back to my area of expertise. I haven't been afraid of anyone in singing before. Come on, let's compete. There was a commotion below the stage, and the scene was very lively. Rap players are usually quite dragging. And the stage also needs people like this. It seems that our Yanjun contestant is full of confidence. Wang Shun smiled and handed the microphone to Zhang Qingsheng, then said, so now it's Zhang Qingsheng's turn. What does our Qingsheng want to say to Lin Yanjun or his audience friends? On stage, Zhang Qingsheng tidied up his clothes and then said, actually, I haven't prepared any declaration. If I have to say something, then I'll just say a few words. Good evening, friends on site. My name is Zhang Qingsheng, and I will bring you an original song later. Thank you. Silence and introversion are synonymous with Zhang Qingsheng. In unfamiliar environments or in front of unfamiliar people, Zhang Qingsheng generally doesn't speak much. Those words just now are already quite a lot for him. It seems that Qingsheng wants to express more in the upcoming music, so let's first welcome the song, My Dreams, brought to us by Lin Yanjun. On stage, Lin Yanjun's fluent non-Chinese voice directly exploded the atmosphere of the scene. He interacted with the people present through the rhythm of his body. Similarly, in his music, there is also the local language of Zhongzhou, especially when singing to the climax. The continuous span of a range makes the audience and those in front of the screen shout directly. That's too high. It's so great. Brother, everyone's emotions seemed to be ignited by Lin Yanjun, and the desire to jump inside was self-evident. Not only on site, but even the audience in front of the screen were amazed by Lin Yanjun's typhoon. Too stable. Too passionate. It can really drive the public's emotions. Lin Yanjun's wave is too strong, how can we compare it? Zhang Qingsheng wouldn't be Lin Yanjun's opponent at all. Yeah, you can tell a lot from the reaction on site. Undoubtedly, I am a trainee who has returned from overseas for further studies. The hardships I endured have all turned into the cohesion of my fans today. Previously, I only saw that Lin Yanjun had a strong ability in dancing, but today I realized that his singing is also so explosive. Yanjun, I love you. On stage, Lin Yanjun indulged in this eye-catching appearance, with the lights shining on him, as if he was truly a rising superstar. Even the three judges below expressed appreciation for Lin Yanjun. Very strong field control ability, unlike many singers in Zhongzhou. After all, this is a return from learning and has some skills. The rhythm of rap is very precise, especially the enunciation is very clear, which is already difficult for rappers themselves. It should be noted that when the speed reaches a certain frequency, they can still maintain this level of clarity, which is commendable. Yeah, it's commendable. He has such a level since he doesn't often stay in Zhongzhou. The future is promising. The words of the three judges were all edited by the production team and included in the main film. It can be seen that they are also very optimistic about Lin Yanjun. This made a lot of praise for Lin Yanjun drift across the barrage. Our brother is the best. Yanjun. Yanjun. Only occasionally did one or two barrage of articles of association students cheer, searching for Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com, but it was quickly covered. As Lin Yanjun's performance drew to a close, the atmosphere on site remained very lively. At this point, it is basically possible to declare who is the champion of this PK match. Not to mention the gold medalists behind, just Lin Yanjun's own strength, he is fully capable of securing the championship throne. Their three judges also know Zhang Qingsheng, after all, their qualifications are there. The champion who debuted in the draft 10 years ago, they have all heard Zhang Qingsheng's songs to some extent. But in these 10 years, the music industry has changed too quickly, and changing the once popular style is simply not feasible now. And in these 10 years, they have hardly heard of any news about Zhang Qingsheng. They all had the same guess in their hearts when they came to participate in such a music ensemble this time. Take the money, stepping stones. Yes, the production team provided a performance fee that Zhang Qingsheng's team could not refuse. Considering Zhang Qingsheng's age, if he were to exchange this money for himself, he would probably choose to accept it. It means you will end up with a bad reputation after the game. But anyway, he can't make any waves, and good reputation and bad reputation don't have much impact on him. As Lin Yanjun stepped down to rest, the stage lights slowly switched onto Zhang Qingsheng's body. At the age of 30, standing tall at 30, many people in the entertainment industry believe that if they have not yet made a name for themselves, they will basically never have another day of success. But now there is no sign of decadence on Zhang Qingsheng, with a gentle smile on his face. He walked slowly towards the stage, enjoying the lighting of this moment. As long as you love, it will always be the year of fighting. Chapter 6. The King is Introverted and Resounding. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push. On stage, Zhang Qingsheng adjusted his earlobe and then organized the microphone standing in the center of the stage. It seems that the atmosphere left by Lin Yanjun on stage is still immersed in the scene. Except for those who had heard Zhang Qingsheng's song during recording and are now waiting to slap everyone in the face, no one else is optimistic about Zhang Qingsheng. Even former fans of Zhang Qingsheng have no expectations for him, let alone 70% of the viewers of this program are coming for Lin Yanjun. But so what? The current stage belongs to Zhang Qingsheng. After the current performance, Zhang Qingsheng spoke up. Leave the last light of the month behind because of loneliness and fear of the darkness of the night. Open the past repeatedly playing that regret the past that cannot be touched or erased. It's a reflection in that water fragmented beauty. I hold my breath not willing to mention but afraid of forgetting. The audience was stunned. The crew members were stunned. The three judges below were also stunned. Zhang Qingsheng's voice, wait a minute, why do I suddenly feel that the song, Charter Student still sounds a bit good? I think it's a bit strange. What kind of strange method is it? It sounds so nice. On top of the originally one-sided barrage, there is now more and more content about Zhang Qingsheng. I don't know why, but I was moved by this song. Me too. The noisy music just now seems to have gone far away, and now I just want to quietly enjoy this song. I don't know why this song, although it's not so passionate, it seems like it can directly attack the soul. Zhang Qingsheng must know magic, otherwise why is such a calm song that I can't help but want to listen to it. Zhang Qingsheng, come on. Zhang Qingsheng. Lin Miao watched as more and more bullet comments about Xinggu appeared in the comments section. She clenched her fist fiercely and let out a joyful scream. Although I had already experienced the charm of my older brother during the recording, watching it again now still makes me feel passionate. Especially those fans who were originally Lin Yanjun were also scrolling the name of Xinggu on the barrage at this time. Lin Miao's heart seemed to be hit hard, and the speed of his heart beating noticeably increased. The feeling of being recognized by someone is really great. That's the star she first pursued. On stage, Zhang Qingsheng didn't do anything, just sing quietly, but the scene was surprisingly quiet at the moment. However, everyone was dancing their fluorescent sticks, afraid that their voices would damage this rare stage. Even the charter student himself did not anticipate how amazing the charm he exuded at this moment was. When time, like waves, takes me far and wide every day when love cannot be seen or heard, I wove a lie by believing in tomorrow, deceiving every restless night, watching the stories of time and changes being recreated by time. Who is the person you are currently thinking about? Those happy and heartwarming memories make me miss a name that has been abandoned on stage. The constellations are not adorned with gorgeous clothes, but beneath their ordinary appearance, they seem to possess infinite charm. Their voice can lead people into the world they fabricate. His singing struck a chord with everyone's hearts. Everyone has forgotten the strong shock that Lin Yanjun's stage brought not long ago. If given another chance to choose, they will definitely change their views and choose the charter student. At this moment, it seems that the stage really belongs only to Zhang Qingsheng. Who said he came to give away a head? Who said the singer who passed out 10 years ago came to be a supporting role? At this moment, all those who had previously slandered Zhang Qingsheng felt a burning pain in their faces. At this point, the camera switches to the faces of the three judges. It can be seen that their faces also showed a very shocked expression. In terms of singing skills alone, perhaps they may not be inferior to Zhang Qingsheng, but their tone and storytelling-like voice make them feel inferior. Are all the draft champions 10 years ago so strong? Just singing this song for tonight's charter is enough to beat any past draft champion. At this point, comments from netizens have also begun to show a one-sided situation. The words, Lin Yanjun, appearing on the barrage are becoming fewer and fewer, and the large barrage is all about Zhang Qingsheng. I'm going to turn fans. I used to be a fan of Lin Yanjun, but after tonight, I'm going to start following the rules. Brother Sheng is mighty. This song is really beautiful, it's amazing. Has Brother Sheng sung any other songs before? I'm going to listen to his songs again. Woo, I am clearly a woman who likes fresh meat. Why was I asked by a fan of a song by Zhang Qingsheng not to do it? I can't imagine that one day I will like a 30-year-old man. I have changed. I seem to like old men too. I realize that I don't dislike old men, it's just that those old men are too greasy. Zhang Qingsheng, a charming man in his 30s, is the old man I truly pursue in my life. This is the uncle I want, those greasy uncles are getting rough. My mother, my grandmother, and my brain have grown bigger. I am looking for a book garden www.zhaoxuan.com to become a student. My eagle-like woman has completely fallen in love with you. Those happy and heartwarming memories let me miss a name that has been abandoned. When Zhang Qingxing finished singing the last lyrics, his hand was firmly holding the microphone, as if he was still immersed in the world just now. Underneath the stage, there was also a quiet period of more than 10 seconds when the charter student finished singing. Those who didn't know thought there was something wrong with the audio of the program, but after a calm period of more than 10 seconds, applause rang out. With this round of applause, more and more applause resounded. The audience applauded spontaneously. Even the 3 judges in the audience applauded unconsciously. Lin Yanjun's expression on stage was a bit strange, but he also applauded the rules on stage. Tonight's song really impressed him. It turns out that singing quietly can also bring such a great shock. Zhang Qingxing, you are the best. Zhang Qingxing. Zhang Qingxing. The increasing voices are pulling the charter back into reality. At this moment, his appearance was somewhat awkward, even with a hint of embarrassment. He quickly straightened the microphone and then bowed deeply to everyone present. Thank you. The king is introverted and resounding. At this moment, the scene was filled with cheers and the sound of the 3 words Zhang Qingxing. He no longer belongs to Lin Yanjun on this stage tonight. From the moment Zhang Qingxing came up to sing, tonight's stage has only belonged to him. And after tonight, it is also destined that more and more people will rediscover the charter students. Chapter 7. You have been removed from the group chat by the group owner. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, Chen Xinxin is one of the elders of Lin Yanjun Support Club. She is still a high school student, but she is very passionate about chasing stars, especially in the matter of Lin Yanjun. There are all his posters and records at home, as well as tickets for her multiple concerts with Lin Yanjun. There are also some photos of her and Lin Yanjun that she printed out and hung on the wall. As long as she has time, she never misses Lin Yanjun's concerts from all over the world. Of course, this is also based on the financial conditions of her family. For this reason, she finally became one of the administrators of Lin Yanjun's official fan group, and the group leader was Lin Yanjun. Today is her cousin's birthday, so she went out to celebrate with her, but she knows that Lin Yanjun has a music program tonight. But when she returned home, it was already past 8 p.m., and she didn't even have time to watch Lin Yanjun's program first. Instead, she flattered Lin Yanjun on her own blog. Yanjun is the best. Tonight's competition, Yanjun's performance was amazing. As an old fan who has been following him for 4 years, Yanjun showed me the hope of Zhongzhou music. As for my opponent Zhang Qingxing, I also listened to his songs and performed moderately. Although he was also very good, he was still slightly inferior to my brother. It's not your fault, but my brother is too strong. Finally, she also attached a live photo of Lin Yanjun's travel activity. Lin Yanjun in the photo is dazzling. Although she hasn't watched the program yet, she knows her brother will definitely not lose, so that she can demonstrate the value of being an Iron fan. After finishing all of this, she started watching tonight's program with great interest. Just a dozen minutes later, a message suddenly popped up on her social media app. Chen Xinxin was taken aback and then cut out the video interface. You have been removed from the group chat by the group leader. Chen Xinxin was dumbfounded. Sigma. What situation? You should know that she is the administrator herself, and administrators cannot kick administrators. There is only one person in the entire group who can kick the administrator. Leader. But the group leader is Lin Yanjun. There must be something wrong. I need to go find Brother Yanjun and ask him clearly. Do you want to add the other person as a friend? When Chen Xinxin wanted to ask Lin Yanjun about the reason, she found that she couldn't send a message to the other party. Being blacklisted. No, there must be something wrong, but I opened it in the wrong way. Do you want to add the other person as a friend? I was really blacklisted. At this moment, Chen Xinxin was about to cry without tears. Brother Yanjun, you have a cruel heart. Where did I do that to make you dissatisfied? But soon, Chen Xinxin thought of some possibility. The only thing she did before was to blog. Is it the series of chain reactions triggered by the blog post I posted recently? So, Chen Xinxin couldn't wait to open her blog. In just a short period of time, the number of likes and comments that usually only have a few thousand and a few hundred comments has exceeded 5,000, and the number of comments has even surpassed 100 for the first time. If this trend continues, the likes and comments will definitely increase exponentially. If something goes wrong, there must be a demon. Chen Xinxin immediately opened the comments section. So she saw her comments section explode. Too brave, this kind of praise is so embarrassing. How could you have the courage to say such a thing? I don't deny that Yanjun's strength is very strong, but in tonight's arena match, there is only one winner, and that is the charter student. I remember the author who said this was Lin Yanjun's big V. How could he say such a thing? This is red fruit slapping Lin Yanjun again. It feels like the author didn't even watch the game between the two of them tonight. After watching it, you'll know how funny your speech was tonight. I suggest the author should really listen to Sheng Ji's song, and you will know that Lin Yanjun lost tonight's game unfairly. Sister, listen up and let's delete this statement. Lin Yanjun. I don't have it. Don't talk nonsense. Sheng is still in his prime, and there are still many things I need to learn from him. The man upstairs pretending to be brother Yan Jun is very similar, even his head is the same. I don't know that he came to comment. Wait a moment, take a closer look. That's not fake, it's real. Sleeping slot, I, Lin Yanjun, have replied. Found a wild Lin Yanjun. Lin Yanjun's desire for survival is so strong, it's too funny, ha ha ha. I used to have no feelings for him, but he made me like him a bit. This desire for survival is acceptable, very Lin Yanjun. After Lin Yanjun commented on Chen Xinxin's remarks, her content's forwarding volume directly exceeded 100,000, and her number of comments directly reached over 5,000. In addition, just a few minutes after his comment, a picture and a line of text were also posted on his personal account. The picture is naturally the one he asked Zhang Qingsheng to take with him. Zhaoshuyuan.com text. Sheng is a very humble senior, and his strength is beyond doubt. It is an honor to cooperate with Sheng, and I have benefited greatly. I hope to have the opportunity to perform on the same stage as Sheng again. Of course, this time I want to be his partner. After posting this piece of content, Lin Yanjun finally breathed a sigh of relief and collapsed on the sofa. I knew someone was trying to harm me, but fortunately, I had foresight and took a photo with brother Sheng first. Now those people have nothing to say. Almost it's been dark on this road. Upon seeing this, the agent immediately felt a bit helpless and said, when we signed the contract, we also conducted an investigation into this Zhang Qingsheng. We never expected his strength to be so strong. Fortunately, many viewers came to see you. Otherwise, tonight might really be a beating for you. There's no such thing as the host announcing a close victory in the contract. Lin Yanjun stared at his manager with red eyes and said, do you think you have a lot of humor? At that time, the production team said that Zhang Qingsheng was going to bring an original piece of music. What did you say? Agents dare not speak up. You said that 10 years ago, the charter student had some skills, but in 10 years, he didn't do much. Tonight will be the night you step on the senior's throne, and the result. They stepped on me and went up directly, or it was effortless. I jumped on stage, and everyone sang a quiet song and defeated me. Do you think I should consider changing your agent first? I always feel that in the Chinese music industry, you are the biggest stumbling block for me. Yeah, this is not something to say. No matter what, I have been following you through the wind and rain for many years. This time, it's just my mistake. I will definitely not trust me like this time again. Chapter 8. Silver Chest. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push. After Lin Yanjun posted his photo with Zhang Qingsheng on his blog, the comments section exploded once again. The fans who were originally still in Chen Xinxin's comments section shouted out for some unknown reason. Everyone, look! Lin Yanjun has posted a new blog. Wow! A large group of people rushed towards Lin Yanjun's comments section in a daze. Mom, what is Lin Yanjun doing? Is he so cute? I know now. Yanjun was so nervous on the show, it must have been arranged by the production team. Damn it, the editing has made us Yanjun so ferocious. He himself must be humble and polite to Xinggu. Otherwise, how could there be a photo of them together? Yes, it must be like this, because the program has not been aired yet and they have signed a confidentiality agreement, so Yan Yunga cannot disclose any details, which almost made me turn a blind eye to Yan Yunga's fans. However, in U1S1, Zhang Qingsheng's songs are really good to listen to. I'm used to listening to the songs in the music industry now. A song like Zhang Qingsheng that tells stories can really hit the heart. When he sings, my whole body goosebumps. Is it that strong? Then I'll go listen too. If a TV drama is terrible, not many people will watch it, but if it gets to a certain extent, it will inevitably arouse curiosity among some people. Similarly, music is no exception. In this era of 100 schools of thought, a relatively good song may not cause any waves, but if it is a great song, the chain reaction it brings must be astonishing. Many people didn't originally go to watch music shows, and even the songs they listened to were very fixed, but they couldn't resist the convenience of their social media. Hurry up and listen to Zhang Qingsheng's new song, it's explosive. Strong comfort, longing for an abandoned name. Sheng Ji's eternal god, this song will definitely make him famous again. Whether familiar or unfamiliar with Zhang Qingsheng, after searching for missing an abandoned name, many people fell into Zhang Qingsheng's trap one by one. I don't know why, listening to this song always feels like something has been touched in my heart, there is an impulse to cry. Me too, is this the charm of a mature man? Singing a song that goes straight to the heart. Although it was a very dry venue, when Zhang Qingsheng spoke up, he forced the scene to quiet down. Chang. Never underestimate a deity descending from the mountain. I suddenly remembered that Zhang Qingsheng was my mother's idol. At that time, he was the champion voted by my mother and her team one by one. From now on, my mother and I will be the same idol. Are you a primary school student upstairs? Sorry, it's the first day of junior high school. Listening to this song, I also missed a name that was once most familiar, a name that can only be thought of in my heart, afraid to mention it again, afraid to say it to others. After you left, I kept loving you silently in my heart from everyone around me until you truly left. But no one knew that I loved you so much, that I was so humble, and in the end, I only missed a name that was abandoned. This song, regardless of its lyrics, music, or meaning, is not like the fast food songs of recent years. Instead, it has the charm of songs from the peak of the Chinese music industry. Missing an abandoned name, could it be Zhang Qingsheng telling the true story of his 10 years? When we all slowly forget him, he came back with his new song and told everyone that in that era when the internet was not yet developed, the champion he was chosen by one vote was so valuable. I couldn't feel the charm of Zhang Qingsheng's songs before, but over the past decade, it seems that he hasn't abandoned himself, but has proven himself with his own works. He deserves another big fire. The next morning. Missing a neglected name, live, Zhang Qingsheng has made it onto the charts of various music genres. Hot Search List Number 1. New Song Chart. Number 7, Soaring List. Number 1, in this regard, the new song chart is calculated based on natural months. Although Missing an Abandoned Name is very strong, it cannot be compared to the new song that was released at the beginning of the month because it was released relatively late. However, the number of views and downloads of Missing a Desolate Name is constantly increasing. At first, many people could only listen to this new song by Zhang Chongqing through music ensembles, and there was no live sound-absorbing version yet. After it was released in the early morning, they were all eager to listen. If this trend continues, it is possible to sprint to the top 3 or even second place by the end of the month. As for the first place, there is a high probability that there is no such possibility, as the first-ranked song is released by a top-tier singer who has been dominating the charts for a long time and has formed a gap with the second place. However, compared to these rankings, what Zhang Qingxing expects more is the rewards given by the system. The next moment, the charter student from zhaoshuyuan.com will enter the system. System prompt. You have completed the Publish a New Song task and will be rewarded with a silver chest. System prompt. Your current reputation value is 978. For every 1,000 reputation points spent, you can participate in a regular lottery once. What other treasure chests are there besides the silver treasure chest in terms of system and treasure chest? When Zhang Qingxing had this idea in his mind, the system also provided feedback through text. System. Treasure chests are divided into bronze treasure chests, silver treasure chests, gold treasure chests, and diamond treasure chests. The more precious a treasure chest is, the higher its value when opened. So I just released a new song, so theoretically it shouldn't reward a silver treasure chest. If that's the case, wouldn't a diamond treasure chest be easy? System. The host misunderstood. As the first task completed by a newcomer, there is a special reward for a silver treasure chest. Subsequent tasks will be rewarded with a silver treasure chest only once depending on the situation. What's inside the treasure chest if it's opened? System. It includes music, skill books, TV dramas, martial arts, etc. The host cannot specify something, but the system will consider the host's current situation comprehensively for selection. The charter said, the final interpretation belongs to you in the system, right? System. Correct. Forget it, let's take a look inside the silver treasure chest first. However, before opening the silver treasure chest, the charter student even went to the bathroom to wash his hands. He knew that his luck had never been good, otherwise he wouldn't have entered the crucial system of life at the age of 30. When everything was ready, Zhang Qingxing took a deep breath and then said, "Open the silver chest." System prompt. Do you want to open the silver treasure chest? Yes. Chapter 9. Brother Sheng, you are angry. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, system prompt. You have obtained the movie, Charlotte's Worries, and the song, The Nameless Man. Are there 2 treasures inside the silver chest? System. That's not the case. Each time the treasure chest is opened, it is defined based on the product. The value of the movie, Charlotte's Worries, combined with the song, The Nameless Man, meets the standard for opening a silver treasure chest. Zhang Qingxing nodded and said, so, then I understand, but theoretically speaking, isn't I a singer? Why did a movie come out? System. This system aims to cultivate the host into a top stream, which should not be limited to the stage of singing, but should involve all aspects. Zhang Qingxing nodded and said, then I understand. System Task 1. Complete the filming of the movie, Charlotte's Worries, within 6 months. System Task 2. Become a second-tier singer before the new year. Accept. Accept. Zhang Qingxing chose to accept both tasks, and now there are tasks in the system that he cannot refuse because he will receive huge rewards for completing them. By the way, what is the total investment required to shoot Charlotte's Worries? System. At least 50 million. The charter student said, why don't you let me go grab it directly? I haven't had a job for several years, let alone an endorsement. I can't even support myself, so where can I raise 50 million yuan? System. This depends on the host's own abilities, and the greater the difficulty of completion, the higher the value of opening the treasure chest. Zhang Qingxing couldn't help but say, okay, I see. Anyway, there are still a few months left, and I can always come up with a solution. I'll listen to the music first and watch this movie, and then I'll know if I should find a way to raise funds. System. Value for money. The host can rest assured that everything developed by this system is validated in another world. Without the option to directly exit the system, the charter student lay in bed and then automatically began playing The Nameless Man in his mind. After listening for a while, the charter student almost jumped out of bed. This song is so powerful. It can be said that this is a song that is not inferior to Missing an Abandoned Name, and even stronger. Is the system so awesome? System. Yes. Zhang Qingxing was immediately startled and said, lying down, I just thought about it in my mind and didn't ask a question. System. This system is bound to the host's consciousness space, and can also detect thoughts in the host's brain. System. Host, don't curse in your heart. Zhang Qingxing. System. There are two different versions of Anonymous in another universe, and this system selects the most suitable version for the host. Zhang Qingxing said, then I also want to thank you. System. You're welcome. Star Entertainment Interactive. This is the brokerage company signed by Zhang Qingxing. Early in the morning, when Zhang Qingxing arrived at the company, there were obviously more people greeting him, and even many people who Zhang Qingxing couldn't name came. This sudden enthusiasm made Zhang Qingxing feel uncomfortable, so he quickly arrived at his own small office. Inside, Lin Miao looked at Zhang Qingxing feeling a bit uncomfortable and the dark circles under his eyes that couldn't be hidden, and joked with a smile, Brother Sheng, don't you get used to it? Did you stare at the leaderboard all day yesterday? What leaderboard? Zhang Qingxing was taken aback. Lin Miao immediately said, of course it's a music chart. I didn't look. Didn't you see it? So why are you wearing such big black circles under your eyes? I went to watch a movie. What movie? Summer. Zhang Qingxing instinctively wanted to say, Charlotte's Worries, but soon this idea was suppressed by him, because in his world, Charlotte's Worries is still a movie that has not been filmed. In addition, the system informed Zhang Qingxing that Charlotte's Worries is different from movies from the original world and cannot be copied entirely, for example, in terms of music and some geographical names. The music from another universe cannot evoke a sense of empathy among the people of Blue Star in this movie, which is the biggest gap. Zhang Qingxing understood at a glance. Even so, Charlotte's Worries still made Zhang Qingxing laugh all night. He knew that if this movie were made, it would definitely become a box office dark horse. A 50 million investment may not be a lot of money for a brokerage company, but for Zhang Qingxing, it is definitely a huge sum of money. No matter how much he praises Charlotte's troubles, and how he exaggerates it, those investors are not fools. How could they spend a huge amount of money on you just because of a few words? You are not a well-known director. If the investment fails, then there will be no return on investment. So for Zhang Qingxing, the only way to attract an investment of 50 million yuan in a short period of time is to increase his own value and make others willing to spend money on you. And the shortcut to this path is to release the system to give him a new song. What summer? Lin Miao asked curiously. It's nothing, just look for Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. By the way, why did the attitude of those people in the company suddenly change so much towards me? Sure enough, when Zhang Qingxing asked this question, Lin Miao immediately became energized. Of course I want to hold on to your thighs, right? My thighs. Zhang Qingxing suddenly felt a bit comical. Not long ago, he was even considering whether he was not suitable for this profession and was preparing to switch careers, but a few days later, a earth-shattering change occurred. Of course, Brother Sheng, you don't even know that your song is currently ranked first on the Song Hot Search Chart, Topic Chart, and Skyrocketing Chart. We probably won't have a chance to be the first on the new song chart because our song was released relatively late, and the top-ranked singer is a top-tier artist. I estimate that we can reach third or second place by the end of the month. Is that so? The charter student really doesn't know this, he only focused on opening treasure chests yesterday. Shenggu, now everyone is talking about you, especially about the music ensemble between you and Lin Yanjun. You know, I heard a particularly funny message. Oh. What? They said that Lin Yanjun's hot and explosive scene was all meant to warm you up. Zhang Qingxing smiled bitterly and said, do the audience nowadays like to make such jokes? Actually, I think Lin Yanjun is pretty good. Lin Miao said, it's normal. Nowadays, the audience has everyone, and it's not uncommon to have any strange comments. Of course, most people don't have any bad intentions, just for entertainment. Also, Brother Sheng, your fan base was originally only over 2 million, but just yesterday, your fan base increased by 500,000. If this trend continues, it is estimated that there will be a sharp increase in the next few days, perhaps breaking through to 5 million. Chapter 10. You didn't take a shower, did you? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ads by Google equals window. Ads by Google. Push, is the fan base skyrocketing? Upon hearing these words, Zhang Qingxing smiled and said, this is good news. I have one more thing to tell you, Brother Sheng. Zhang Qingxing looked at Lin Miao and said, what's going on? The music variety show you broadcasted yesterday has become popular, Brother Sheng. There are several similar programs and reality shows in Zhongzhou that they want to invite you to participate in, and the prices they offered this time are also good. Brother Sheng, what do you think? First reject them. Zhang Qingxing didn't think much and just said, currently, I only have one song that has attracted public attention. If I participate in a large number of variety shows at this time, it will only ruin my hard-earned popularity. Let's talk about it later. Lin Miao smiled and said, I think the same way. Besides, you are already 30 years old, and your body cannot compare to the young people nowadays. If you were to be pushed down by some young people while participating in a variety show, it wouldn't be awkward, so I helped you reject them early on. Oh. So you completely rejected them because of my age? Lin Miao said, otherwise. Is 30 really that old? I feel quite young. Zhang Changxing rubbed his nose. Who's a young man in his 30s who either drinks tea or goes fishing? Among the people I know, these things are all from my uncle's generation, right? And they are basically in their 40s or 50s. You're actually pretty old, but your physical age, to be honest, forget it, let's not say it, it hurts your self-esteem. You girl, I'm curious about how I found you to be my agent back then. Can you still be replaced? Lin Miao immediately crossed her waist and said, what's going on? You just started to improve a bit. You want to replace me, the agent who has been working hard with you for so many years. I know a sister with long black legs and strong business skills. Can I introduce her to you as an agent? And this good thing. Did your sister say when she can come to work? Lin Miao suddenly became angry and said, Brother Sheng, you bastard. Zhang Qingxing laughed heartily and said, I'm just joking with you. Don't take it seriously. Who makes you talk about old men every day? Besides, you've been with me for so many years, and you know my temper the best. No one will change you unless you want to leave. Upon hearing these words, Lin Miao stopped getting angry and said, if you want to drive me away, there's no way. I have to cling to you. After playing around in the office for a while, Lin Miao finally asked, Brother Sheng, do you have any plans next? I plan to release a new song next month. Lin Miao immediately widened her eyes and looked at the charter student, brother Sheng, you're not joking with me, are you? April is only less than 7 days away now. If we release a new song at the end of the month, why not wait another month to May to release it? I know you just released a song and the response is also good. You really want to prove yourself, but there's really no need to be so anxious. We can fully prepare. Don't you still believe your biological brother? Brother, that's not what I said. I know you have the ability, but if you sing 2 consecutive songs within a month, don't you worry about these 2 songs having different levels and being criticized. Lin Miaoshe didn't want her biological brother to be kicked back into the abyss as soon as he started to improve. She had just enjoyed entering the company in the morning when someone called her Miao Jie. If we put it aside, Lin Miao would be like a cloud of air entering the company, and no one would notice her. Or in other words, even if she noticed it, no one would take the initiative to talk to her. If you don't have a well-known artist on hand, an agent is like having nothing to do. But once the artist on hand has great potential or topic relevance, then the agent is the leader, and she will have access to the artist's first-hand information and resources. Don't worry, during those 10 years of silence, I had already passed through that age of vitality, and making this decision was not an impulse. Upon hearing this, Lin Miao nodded and then took out her phone, saying, "Wait for me for a while, I'll check some things." Okay. After about 3 minutes, Lin Miao looked up again at Zhang Changxing and said, "Brother Sheng, you're lucky. In April, there won't be a Song King song before releasing a new song. However, there will be a first-tier male singer named Hu Bin and a potential first-tier female singer named Chen Haixin releasing a new song." Zhang Qingxing nodded and said, If you could still have a touching song like, Missing a Desolate Name, it shouldn't be a problem to get the first one, but such a song is rare and hard to find. You can't write such deeply ingrained songs every time, can you? Actually. Zhang Qingxing was about to speak, saying that this was a song that was not inferior to Missing an Abandoned Name and even more touching. However, Lin Miaogan did not give Zhang Qingxing the opportunity to speak, but directly interrupted and comforted him. "It's okay, brother Sheng. We already have some foundation now. If we can accumulate popularity first, we will also have more exposure if we can produce more songs. With accumulation and thin hair, we won't compete for first and second place this time. How about we guarantee third place? Let's break through the third place on the new song chart in April. Find Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. Looking at Lin Miao's confident expression, Zhang Qingxing also smiled and said, "Okay, then let's compete for the third place next month." "Well, come on, brother Sheng, you can do it." "Okay, I'll go ahead and record the songs in the recording studio. As time is running out, I need to record a version of the song that can be released as soon as possible." For the next 3 or 4 days, Zhang Qingxing stayed in the recording studio, searching for the key that best suited him for this song. Even if his voice is very similar to the original singer's voice line, there can't be 2 identical people in the world, let alone the same voice line. In addition, the singing skills and way of speaking are completely different for each singer. However, after nearly 4 days, Zhang Qingxing felt like he was sitting on pins and needles in the recording studio, exuding a sense of fatigue throughout his body, feeling unwell. "I can't do it anymore. What a pain. It's so uncomfortable." In the afternoon of that day, Zhang Qingxing put down his burden and drove towards home. In no time, a fully armed professional fishing enthusiast drove to the lake where he usually fish. It wasn't until midnight that the charter student enthusiastically carried a bucket of fish in the trunk and drove home satisfied. Sure enough, the next day when Zhang Changxing recorded the song again, his state was completely different. With the help of a god, his whole body exuded a different aura. Until he finally finalized this version and returned to the office, Lin Miao's words, covering her nose, knocked him back to reality. "Brother Sheng. Did you go fishing again in the middle of the night? Your body smells so bad, didn't you not take a shower?"